The Springboks have been in the international rugby wilderness for well over a year now, but they are back. And their schedule, well, it is stacked. Yes, they returned a number of weeks ago now against the Lions, sneaking that series victory against the British and Irish combined side. But now, just straight after that, they are into the Rugby Championship as we are getting phenomenal shots from inside the stadium here. If you cannot see behind the teams here, this is just fantastic. It is game 2 of the Rugby Championship, and all I can say is welcome back along, everyone, because business is picking up. Today we get to see exactly what Rugby Challenge 4 thinks is going to happen in the second matchup of the Rugby Championship, and I'm already loving the views we're getting at this fantastic stadium. Let's take a look at the 2 starting lineups for tonight's matchup as we get things underway to see who will join the All Blacks at the top of the standings. For the home team, the Springboks tonight as they take on the Pumas, we have a new look to their front row as well. Oxney starts at loose head with Joseph Dweaver and Wilco Lowe at hooker, and on the tight head side of that front row, going up against them for the Pumas, Nahul Tetes Chaparro, Julian Montoya and Francisco Gomez Cordella will combine for the big boys up front in Argentinian colours. Moving into the second row, it's the old firm Ebenezer Bethan Lutiaga going up against Guido Petty and Marcos Kramer. The back row looks fantastic on both sides, but very contrasting as well. Captain Sai Khaleesi will start at 6 alongside Quagga Smith and Jasper Weiss, who will be at number 8. For the Pumas, it's plenty of power here. Pablo Matera again, another man who will wear that captain's armband. Facundo Issa at 7 and Rodrigo Bruni at number 8. Moving into the back line, Corbus Reinach and Elton Yankees will wear 9 and 10 and a halves. Up against them, Flip Iskura and Nicolas Sanchez for the Pumas. In the midfield, it will be the experience of Francois Steyn and Jesse Creel, who will be going up against the excitement machines, Geronimo De La Fuente and Santiago Chacawares for the Pumas. On the wings, Afalili Fassi up against Bautista Dalgui, and Sabu Nkosi takes on Matthias Moroni at the back. It's a bit of a contrast here with the Pumas going for Santiago Carreras, exciting, pacey fullback up against the more playmaking Damien Willemse for the Springboks. These two sides, though, look stacked full of talent, and we are sure to be absolutely treated to some fantastic rugby tonight. Let's have a look at the two sides' benches that will be coming on to this game later. Marks, Naikani and Koss in the front row for the Springboks. Audier in the second row and Van Staden will be the back row replacement. Dupree, Hendricks and Steyn. It's Mornay Steyn, the Lions hero, or the Lions series hero I should say, for South Africa. He starts tonight in 23. For the Pumas, Bosch, Muzio and Mudrano will be the front row replacements. Lavanini in the second row, Alimano in the back row. Bruchino, Miotti and Cancelliere will be the backline replacements for the Pumas. This is exciting. This looks packed. It looks like it's going to be another fantastic Rugby Championship matchup. So let's get down to the action. We look set for kickoff, so let's go. South Africa, Argentina. Let's get things going. Kickoff to this second opening round Rugby Championship matchup is just moments away. The Pumas, of course, in the blue and white hoops from Argentina. South Africa, the Springboks in the green and white shorts. And we are underway. It's South Africa receiving, and Reinach with a little quick run, giving Quagga Smith, who runs a nice line off the side of the breakdown. And quickly like that, the Springboks are up to the halfway mark. Here's Dweaver, Joseph Dweaver, starting for the Springboks at hooker and making an instant impact. Big play though, Rodrigo Bruni over him quickly, but the Springboks fight back hard. Another short ball, and through goes Francois Steyn. Could be an early opening try for the veteran, but he's chopped down. Good tackle from Carreras at the back. Now they look left side, Dweaver once more offloads to Yankees, looking deep for Jesse Creel. And it breaks down just inside the 22. Reinach again. Yankees trying to step his way through. Oh, big play there! That is massive, Rodrigo Bruni. You can see him a mile away with the hairdo. That is a big, big turnover for the Pumas. And Nicolas Sanchez will hack this one out of the danger zone. And a good kick too, just getting it over the sideline. Brilliant thumper away from Sanchez. Catastrophe averted early for the visiting side, the Argentinians. now get a chance to attack of their own. Montoya to throw to the line out. Oh, he hits his man nicely, and it's to the middle it goes, and Marcos Clamer drags it in. Here's his Kura. Goes to Sanchez, and they look for a bit of width as well. Going through Moroni, and now out through Chakawares. Getting it to Bautista Delgui. On the right-hand side, back for Iskura. And here's the danger man, Rodrigo Bruni, who's been in absolutely everything so far tonight. He gets a hit up for his first touch with the football. Cordella looks to switch sides, and they go through De La Fuente, finding numbers out here. It's Moroni once more, having another little scamper this time.
Release.
In the position he actually should be, and Iskura again goes short, De La Fuente, and here's the big man, Bruni. Another punishing run from the number 8. But this time he might be shut down. Well, he's had a taste of his own medicine there, and it's a deep ball back to Willemse. Reinhardt with an absolute pearl of a pass back. Fullback to fullback, running his Carreras, finds it to Montoya. Oh, big high tackle from Quagga Smith, and it's a yellow card. Smith is gone. And that does take a bit of the sting out of the Springboks pack. Quagga Smith to the bin for 10. And how can the Pumas react to this? Surely not. No, they're going for a shot at goal. Though we are playing in South Africa. Chance to get a little more of that distance here on the boot of Nicolas Sanchez. Strikes it. It looks off target, and it's just going to get to the uprights, but it will be a stray. Francois Steyn goes to the left, and only a kick away from Afalele Fassi. Finds touch. A bit of an escape from the boot of the winger. And it still gives the Pumas a decent attacking chance here, to be fair. If they kick for touch from the position of the penalty, it wouldn't be too much worse off, but it's been stolen from Lutiaga. Joseph Dweaver has been fantastic at hooker tonight for the Springboks already, and he gets another couple of metres. Reinhardt rumbling again. Etzebeth gets a short ball from a scrum half, and he struggles to contain it, and the Pumas may be getting a big turnover here. They do. It's Kura away, Cordella. Sanchez has knocked it on. It was a bit hot to handle from the prop. And Sanchez spills the cookies right on the 22. A great attacking chance goes begging for the Pumas. And we will reset things with a scrum to the Springboks right on the 22-metre line. Well, it was a promising opportunity. You've got to give the credit there. Francisco Gomez Cordella, he really had a go at it and looked to put the space to his fly half, but he just couldn't handle the hot potato.
Crouch. Bind.
And it's quite a distance out of the 22, to be fair. For the Springboks, they've gained a little bit on that one, I do feel. Oh, big scrum, Argentina. Oh, that's massive. Iskura's got it. He's missing out straight to De La Fuente. Back inside they go. Nice run from Facundo Isa, and he gets friends and support, but it's all South Africa in the breakdown. Oh, one phase. It was shoddy from the Pumas, and it's turned over. It's a Beth. Looks to Kolisi, trying to find the explosive pace and power of Afalele Fassi on the left wing. Dweaver will play scrum half, always hit hard there, but still gains another couple of metres. And the support is there as well from his South African buddies. Oh, that's a high shot there. It's a pick and go from Jasper Weiss. And Nicolas Sanchez has not backed down to the challenge. If anything, he's got a little bit too aggressive. And speaking of aggression, Quagga Smith returns to the field. Compliment return back to 15. Now, out to the Yankees. He's going to take a shot at goal from over halfway. This is intriguing from these two sides, both having a stand now from absolutely miles away. Does Yankees have it on target? He does. Has it got the legs? It does not. So contrasting shots at goal here as Montoya takes it out for the Pumas. And they start to flick around their forwards. Well, it's Matera who takes it up. Cordella slips it back. He wasn't interested there. And Sanchez takes its ground on the 22. Well, one kick had the accuracy. The other had the power. Short, dropped off pass. And now they got a chance. They go down the left through Moroni. Just about skips away from the tackle of Willemse. It's there for Chaparro. Sanchez takes on the defence of Jesse Creel. That's not a smart move by the fly half. Here's Montoya. He has a crack at them as well. The blue and white hoops hold strong for another phase. It's been near half time, and the possibility of 0-0 is very strong, as it's going to be another run from Maloney. He has been looking for work, It's Matthias Moroni. Shot to Matera. No, it's not. And it's going to be a running through of Kramer. And now it's Matera. Matera down the land. Decent touch. Wow. An explosive little play down the short side from Marcos Kramer and Pablo Matera. We go to the break all tied up. Springboks dominating this fixture, but putting nothing on the board, which is quite remarkable. 0-0, you hate to see it, but hopefully we see plenty of points in the second 40 minutes as we get back to the action. If anyone's going to score so far, it looks like it might be the Pumas, the way that last little passage went. How good would have been to see Kramer and Matera rumble their way down the short side to score. Back to the half we go, and back to Alton Yankees to get the second half underway. And it's a very good chase and a very good tackle from Sabu Nkosi. And he might actually get the turnover here. The support play from the Springboks, brilliant. Now's the chance for them to put some points on. No! Knocked on from Jasper Weiss. And you've got to wonder what these two teams have to do to break this deadlock. Both have had shots at goal that have either gone astray or they have just missed completely. And now the handling.
Crouch.
Letting both sides down.
Bind.
As the Pumas get a scrum feed
Sit.
inside their own half. Oh, big scrum too from Argentina, dominating the set piece. As Kura waits for it. Nicely way to Bruni and turn around the corner to Montoya. Now he's going to look for friends. He doesn't find anyone, but he collects the ball nicely and holds it up for another phase. Rodrigo Bruni has another rumble. He's been massive tonight. Here's Kura once more. Now finding a massive hole. Up from fullback. Carreras trying to outspace him. Phillipson comes across. He offloads nicely and another charge for Marcos Kramer. And the 22 now is Kura. Oh, he had to get that pass away. Waiting on the wing, Bautista Delgui. What is he going to do for a break? Cordella has a crumble himself, and he may have just bitten off a bit more than he can chew. As now the Springboks turn it over. Remarkable rugby at the moment. Staying, wide ball, looking for Mox Deach, but gets it instead to Evan Etzebeth. Reinhardt, pick and go from the scrum half. Trouble for South Africa. No one wants to kick here. As they get it out now, the danger man down the left wing. Afalele Fassi steps inside Carreras, and Afalele Fassi will score. The Springboks finally hit points. The magic feet of Afalele Fassi, too hot to handle, and the Springboks finally get something to go their way. How many chances have we seen for these two sides? And how about the try assist for Joseph Dweeba? Brilliant work from the hooker. Big chase from Corretas. He actually did just about get to him. Bautista Delgui rumbling in as well, trying to catch Fassi, but they were not going to do it. What a try. But it just looks like the side with the advantage territorially is the side struggling to make things happen. Here is Alton Yankees, and the less we talk about that kick, the better. Sprayed away to the left, and it remains 5 points to 0. The door ajar for the Pumas. If they can get one close to the sticks, it seems tonight, that is what you've got to do. 5-0. 55 gone. It's all the fives. Sanchez back underway. Again short, and again it's beautifully taken from Nietzsche, and he sets it up for the Springboks, or he may well lose it here. Too slow to break down. Big play, Cordella at the base, and the Pumas running again. Sanchez, almost eluded three defenders there, Sanchez. It's Current short again, and a little dummy, and a go from Facundo Isa. Inside ball, finding, big tackle there, crunching on Tokawatas. They go short, Matera turns it back and knocks it on. Montoya picks it up. Pablo Matera makes the error, and that's the story of the night for the Pumas. There was a massive tackle there on Santiago Chocowatas. Absolutely stacked him. Spilt the ball and everything. Big defense from the Springboks. But this is one area they've been outdone, is the scrum. This one looks solid, and solid enough it will be. Yankees going very close to the scrum here. And now he fires wide. Creel switches it back to Sabu Kossi around the corner to Yankees. How did he get there? needs a friends that gets them very quickly. On their own 22, 63 minutes gone. Looking to the right-hand side nicely. Getting it again out to Nkosi, but no way through there. Wilco Low trying to feed the wheels of Sabu Nkosi. Gets nowhere near it at all. 65 almost on the clock. Julian Montoya will throw to this line out just outside the 22 of the Springboks and completely nicked. Now, Fussy looking wide to Stain and he puts it on the boot. It's a good chase here for Creel actually. Creel's going to get there. No, Carreras. Oh, great defense. Santiago Carreras took that in nicely on the touchline, but the second defender come in and just wiped him into touch as Jesse Creel was competing in the air. Dweeber to the back. That's a good take from Quagga Smith. Springboks trying to move forward, but the referee says they are going nowhere, and a drop goal from Corbus Reinakers away. Disappointing shot there. It's kicked back from Carreras. And Willemse releases his captain, Khaleesi, right on halfway. What have the Springboks got for one final say in this 10 minutes before the end of the match? They lead tight, 5 points to 0. Dweeber, oh, that's a nothing play. The Springboks hold tight to the ball. It's a Beth, short side again. Low wants none of it and gives his head to his captain and says, you do something special. He can't do it either. And the Pumas may turn this over. They do. Big play. Carreras up from the back, holds and waits for support to come. And eventually it's Sanchez who gets squashed from behind. They hold on to the ball. It's Kura going short, keeping it alive. Chaparro finding Kramer. And they just get themselves over the halfway line, but they struggle, and they lose possession again. Neither side has been saved. Here's Etsabe to the wide ball, and Nkosi slips it in. Jesse Creel, he got a look from Nkosi again. Now Sabu Nkosi looking to the corner, gets away from Carreras, and the Wingers are having a field day out here. It's Fussy and Nkosi who are doing the damage. Brilliant inside ball to Jesse Creel though. That's what created this try. Went to Nkosi Farris. He was never going to get on the outside of his opposite. It was a danger defensively of Matthias Moroni. But that little flick dummy inside for Carreras. Moroni just could not get a hand on Sabu Nkosi, who scampers, gets those rocker wheels going. And 10 points to 0 now will be it. For the Springboks, that is all they require. 2 second-half tries and a dismal kicking record as well by these 2 kickers. And it's going to stay that way as well. 2 tries, both unconverted. Penalties missed all over the shop. And in the end, what has been a rather dull scoreline has certainly not represented what an exciting matchup it has been. Plenty of opportunities and chances, but rustiness and poor finishing, and you'd expect more from these Springboks after that Lions series. Stain knocks it on, and we are all over. Khaleesi picks it up in an offside position. Should probably be in a straight penalty here, but it will just be full time. We'll see it again. They went quickly to Francois Stain to try and kick it out. Sanchez put a hit on him. Ball was spilled, and that is full time. Springboks survive the scare of the very wasteful Pumas. And to be fair, they were very, very wasteful themselves. 10 points to 0 will far be from the scoreline they would have liked. Both sides can hold their heads very low and say this was not the performance they would have liked to put out in their opening Rugby Championship matchup. But it will be the Springboks who come away with a win in a very sad-looking scorecard here. 2 tries, 1 each of the wingers. Afulele Fussy and Sabu Nkosi grabbed 1 try apiece. And Argentina, well, sadly for them, nothing to write home about there at all. There is not much reading to be had there. At full time, the Pumas did pull back a lot of possession and territory. They were absolutely swamped out of it in the first half. They come back, they fought, but they just couldn't get away from the mistakes. Handling errors, poor defence, and just all-around average play by the Pumas tonight cost both of these sides essentially. The Springboks doing many poor stuff themselves as well. But that is it for the opening game for these 2 sides in the Rugby Championship. It is the All Blacks and the Springboks who lead the Rugby Championship ladder. We'll be back in for much more as the weeks go on as well. Next time, I think it is just the one match, a rematch of today's game between the Springboks and the Pumas. for the opening game of round 2. So I hope to see you all there for that one as well. But until then, thanks for watching, and as always, take care.